endlessly from shipping and handling, and light glinted off the forklift. I felt like a piece of wavy fluted paper trapped between two sheets of liner board, and disliked the industrial A-flutes and the 565 stock cartons that we carried through the aisles, while downstairs a line of blue collars fed slotting, gluing, and stitching machines. Juan taught me about mailers and multi-depths and praised the torrential rains of childhood, the oysters that hid in the bloody coral, their pearls shimmering in rock, green stones polished by furious storms, and coconut palms waving at twilight. He praised the sun that floats over the island like a bell ringed with fire, or a sea rose, and the secret torch that burns inside us, a beacon no one can touch. Come with me to the second-story warehouse, where I learned the difference between RSC, FOL, die cuts and 5-panel folders, and saw the iron shine inside a skull. Every day at precisely 3 in the afternoon, we delivered our orders to the loading dock. We may go down dusty and tired, Juan said, but we come up smelling like the sea. Thank you.
I'll finish the reading. I wasn't going to read mine, but Maria said, "Read yours. Read yours," she said. That's how they talk in Patterson. This is a poem. This will conclude, and hopefully you'll buy a copy of this. It has everybody in it from Michael Moore's in here, Ben Hamper, a great excerpt from Rivethead is in here. He did the foreword for it. Bob Dylan's in here, Eminem, Rebecca Harding Davis, Clifford Odette. I mean, it's John Sayles. It's really quite a nice collection to have for just pennies. $17.50, I think. Just pennies. Making it right. I use a quote from Phil Levine, who also is in this book. You know what work is. If you're old enough to read this, you know what work is. Although you may not do it, forget you. I bring no poetry today from the oil and grease soul of my Detroit. This history I am is only and nothing more than the son of an auto worker. Just another Detroit man beaten down by the tortured years of depression, world wars, and the awful angst of unemployment. This is my story without balance, weighing heavier on the side of heartache and less on the side of the sacred and glorious. This is my story of what no work is and what it can do to the working class in the darkness of our desperation. I wish now I did have some kind of little poem to say aloud right here to make you all understand what is inside the blackened heart and under the whittled bones of the people who have been left behind in the ashes of the plant. I guess I could read you a poem about how labor takes a boy and makes him a worker before he is allowed to become a man. How the factory humiliates and intimidates all people with endless assembly and useless work. How the line takes 1 ounce of every soul lived for every minute it is sped up to completion. How Henry Ford's great innovation doomed generations to continuous monotony in the name of making a living. But I'm afraid that I can only bring the small news of what becomes of people who work hard with greasy hands, about people who learn that their reality is having their names spelled out in factory smoke long before they were born, a birthright for workers to endure through the long loneliness of industry and unemployment lines where we wait and wait for our bread and roses to fall from the sky like beads of perspiration upon our graves. We dream that maybe prosperity is really just around the corner. So we get up. We get up every morning with hope, and we return each night to the broken houses of our lives, seldom realizing that it is our labor that keeps this whole world together. I guess in the end we do not know what work is, but still we continue to do it over and over and over, making it right. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you. Thanks again to the Strand and Christina. And the authors are here to sign copies of books. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I know we're close to the end. Okay. All right, so pick up a copy, and Maria, Laura, Barry, Edward is still here, and others might be. I might be forgetting. Thank you again, folks. Thanks, Christina.
Tonight they're going to stick around, so come on up and meet them. Upcoming events are at strandbooks.com. Thank you all.